Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing what are the blockages in your life and how to overcome them. So to do this reading we will be picking out 3 piles together, and so let's shuffle with intention here before we pick our piles. What are the blockages in our lives and how can we overcome them? Okay, so we have for pile number 1, the moon. For pile number 2, we have 4 of Pentacles. And for pile number 3, we have the Magician. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, or if you even feel drawn to all the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the moon, and straight away I can see that the blockages that are in your life seem to be rooted in things that you're not seeing yet, pile number 1. So let's put this card aside for now and take a look at your other oracle cards and tarot cards, and together with a good coherent reading we'll be able to identify what the blockages in your life are exactly and how to overcome them. So what are pile number 1's blockages, please, in their life, and how can they overcome them? How can they overcome them? So I see your main card here popping up. Let's see what that is. So, ooh, you have the Maiden. What an interesting archetype. The Maiden archetype is young energy. It's also all about perhaps young naivety here. So it doesn't mean at all that you are a naive person at all, pile number 1. But it does seem that there needs to be more information, because the Maiden archetype is all about someone who has a long way to learn. And so maybe there is something that you're not seeing clearly, that you're on the path to learning. And once you learn it, you overcome these blockages. It seems like there are blockages that are just meant to create some sort of pause in your life, to make you see something. It's part of your growth process. And perhaps if we were able to identify it, maybe you'll reflect on it and grasp the concept quicker. Let's see, pile number 1, what this is. So, oh, 2, okay. What do we have? So the first card you got says, love and respect yourself. On the other side, it says, you are never responsible for the actions of others, but you are responsible for you. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it's a gift if they walk away from you. You may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. How interesting, okay? We'll of course see with the context of the reading whether this message is exactly how we read it, or if it's meant to give us an idea, and with the coherent messages that we're seeing. Oh, again, you have honor yourself. Let's see on the other side. Honor the man or woman that you are. Take the risk to express your dream. Taking action is about living fully and expressing what you are. Wow, okay. I believe we are now ready to pick out your tarot cards. All right, pile number 1. This looks like it's going to be a deep reading here. So let's discover more about this. What are the blockages in pile number 1's life, please? And how can they overcome them? What's your advice, Spirit? What are the blockages in pile number 1's life? And how can pile number 1 overcome them? All right, let's see what we have. So we have the 5 of Wands, the Root of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. A lot of wand energy so far. I'm feeling like you're perhaps being prompted here to take action and face your challenges with people, perhaps, to set boundaries. You have Justice. I love the Justice in this deck. Let's continue. The Lovers. And you see where it's falling. It's falling right under honor yourself. This is pretty deep. This fell out. What is that? 6 of Wands. So we have some victory and success. Do you see the wand energy in your reading? So you have some victory and success when you face your fears and face the challenges that you have with people in specific. The 7 of Cups. To choose you. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Always choose you. That's so sweet. That's why you have honor yourself here. I think I'm picking up here on what's going on. And you have the 6 of Stones. Okay, now I definitely got what this is about. The 6 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here, pile number 1, is that with the Maiden, of course, appearing. The Maiden, by the way, is pure, beautiful energy. It's the innocent. It's the love of life, love for everyone kind of energy. So you do strike me here as someone who's very loving, very sweet, wishes the best for everyone. And perhaps you have been looking at life or at people with rose-colored glasses, pile number 1. And life is really teaching you that you need to see people for who they are. Not everyone really sees the world with this amount of beauty, innocence, and purity that you're seeing the world with. And it seems like this innocence and this beauty has sometimes prompted you to give excuses to others, to give them the benefit of the doubt, sometimes to your own detriment, to sometimes not set the proper boundaries because you don't want to hurt them, to put them first before you, many times out of kindness and purity and innocence, pile number 1. But I do see that the blockages in your life are happening due to this unhealthy dynamic, because the minute you start respecting yourself first, and not that you haven't looked at it this way, you haven't decided to not respect yourself and to put others before you, but eventually this is what's been happening without you realizing. It's been slipping from you, pile number 1. And this is why I see Spirit asking you to go back to center yourself and look at the picture clearly through now the eyes of an adult, mature person who has now seen the world, who's grown to understand how people can respond to kindness, how people can respond to nastiness. And now you can understand better that sometimes You have been putting others before you. You have been avoiding conflict. You haven't been perhaps setting the right boundaries for yourself. Feeling like you want things to just pass because there are more important things to focus on in life and more important things that you value. And while that is right, it's important for us to focus on the important thing, but there is nothing in the world more important ever than our self-respect and our self-love. Pile number one. Because with losing that, we lose everything else. And so we grow up to understand that this comes first before anything else. And so to overcome these blockages with great success, I see Spirit telling you to choose you. Pile number one. And with the Justice here, it's just so wonderful. I'm going to show you a couple of things. You have two choices in life. It's the seeds that you plant that give you different realities or different lives, just like plants. And if you plant the shadowy side or choose the shadowy side because it's easier, that's what you get in your reality. And if you plant the light and seeing things for how they truly are, giving love and respect to you and love and respect to others, that is the reality that you get in life. And this is confirmed, as you can see in your reading, pile number one, with the Six of Pentacles. What you give in, you get. What you put in, you get. And you choosing you, along with the great balance of you being a good person to start with great intentions, will put you in the right balance in life, removing these blockages, learning a great lesson. That sometimes you might hurt people a little bit, or you might make people feel uncomfortable, or you might appear a little bit nasty, but that's vital. Even if they'll walk away with the wrong impression of you, you standing up for yourself and standing up for what's wrong means everything first. And you can't always control what people are going to think, because believe me, pile number one, sometimes you can give people the world. You can help them. You can give your heart and soul, and they will still think you're a nasty person. So don't look at it from this perspective. Let people think whatever they want to think. There is nothing really that you can do. There isn't much that you can do unless this is how they want to think. Put yourself first. Be your true, authentic self. If they like it, great. If they understand it, wonderful. If they don't like it and if they misunderstand it, it's their call, really. You living your true, authentic self is the most important thing ever. You can try to gracefully rectify the picture. If they're still insisting, let them be. Pile number one, please let them be. You have more important things to focus on, and always understand that you can't have everyone love you. It's just also a naive part of thinking. There will always be people that agree on some people and disagree on the same people. And that goes for everyone. Pile number one. And just like the Justice card here suggests, along with the Six of Pentacles, you doing that will really remove all sorts of blockages in your life. You will notice your whole life changing just because you put yourself first. Pile number one. I don't even need to advise you with being kind to others and so on. It seems like you're a very beautiful soul. And you needed to balance that out by not being afraid of conflict, not being afraid of walking away or leaving those who do not respect you or respect what is important for you. going into needed conflicts to set your boundaries is very important. And if that results in you having a good understanding with someone, it results in perhaps fixing some sort of miscommunication, fixing things later for you, which will happen most often than not, then you would have fixed the situation, not having had to sulk on it or feel like you're suppressing it and taking challenges far beyond what you can endure. Then you would liberate yourself from all of that. And sometimes it would result in taking people who don't manage to understand what's important to you just like you do for them, and it's still a great result because you're getting rid of people or moving bad energies or perhaps even toxic energy out of your life. And so, pile number one, this was your message on what the blockages are in your life and how to overcome them. It was my pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you all the best of luck, you beautiful soul. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. So you've chosen the Four of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing here, pile number two, is that it seems like the blockages in your life are due to some sort of attachment that you have, or holding on to something or things because you are afraid. So let's get more information about that, pile number two, on what these blockages are exactly in your life and how to overcome them exactly. And to do this reading, we'll be using 2 oracle decks before your tarot. And let's shuffle with intention. What are the blockages in pile number two's life, and how can they overcome them, please? Oh, okay. Wow, you have Alethea. I was just thinking about this card. You know, this card always pops up when I think about it. There's great significance here. So obviously we are looking at light and shadow. It's like you're looking at something, giving it light, but there is a shadowy part to it. So your analysis to something has the analysis of the advantage of what you want to hold on to. But there is a big shadowy aspect that needs to heal so that your analysis could be entirely true and right. So your point of view isn't entirely wrong. It's just that there is a shadow aspect to it that needs to heal. And I'm not going to leave you as I always do. I try to extract messages from the cards to see exactly what Spirit has for you and how you can easily overcome what you're looking at. Because if you clicked on this reading, you care about knowing the blockages and you care about learning how to fix it. And so this shows me that you are a growth-minded person. I won't be afraid to tell you exactly what I see and how to do it exactly. So let's shuffle with intention here to get more information. What are the blockages? Okay. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you are right. And you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Okay. Let's get more information on that. So when we pull out oracle cards that have a lot of writing in them, specific writing, sometimes they fit exactly the message. And sometimes they're here to show us something depending on the tarot cards and the other cards that show up. Let's see is what it is exactly that is a blockage in your life and how you can overcome it. So what are the blockages in pile number two's life and how can they overcome them, please? What are the blockages in pile number two's life and how can pile number two overcome them? Okay, so let's see what we have. The Ace of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Thunder, which is the Nine of Swords. The Flower of Stones, which is the Queen of Pentacles. The Lovers. Okay. Oh, this one came out. Let's take it. Ooh, the Magician. The Unseen. Oh, I'm starting to understand here. Okay, yes. The Root of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. And last but not least is the Four of Wands. And it's right under the Lovers. How interesting. I love that energy. And I just noticed something as I was putting the deck away. You have the Ten of Cups at the back of your, at the back of the deck for your reading. So what I'm seeing here, pile number two, is attachment due to fear. Because while the truth or the reality is one thing, how you sometimes tend to analyze it is a whole other thing. And so this results in attachments to people, to circumstances, to possessions, because somehow your brain has wired itself to be afraid. And with the Nine of Thunder here, your worries perhaps sometimes magnify things when you don't see them. And examples of that could be, well, what if this person misunderstands me? We can lose each other. We can lose our connection. Maybe our work together is going to be horrible, or maybe this person will abandon me because I did this, and maybe I'm going to lose this, maybe I'm going to lose that. And so without meaning to, pile number two, there seems to be a cycle of following your fears and believe them. With the release, the need to be right, you really believe them. You really believe these fears and you start acting on them. And with the Magician card appearing here, it seems like constantly thinking this way attracts like these situations into your life. And this cycle is creating blockages in your life, pile number two, that are not necessary at all to be there. This cycle has happened probably because of maybe something. There could be so many reasons. Something that happened in childhood, perhaps a trauma, actually losing something and starting to build new neurological pathways that start prompting you to think like that. And so what I'm seeing here is that this needs to be healed. Once you heal it, everything else starts to come in place. You see the Lovers with the Four of Wands. Once you start realizing that this is not you, Pile number 2. This is not you being a person who attaches to things. You being a person who's afraid. No, no, no. Don't label yourself with these things at all. The fact of the matter is, just like Alethea suggests here, Alethea is all about truth. Seeing facts and figures for the way that they are. That is the power of Alethea. And so I'm going to tell you a book that I read. I always recommend it. It is amazing. It's a book about Dr. Caroline Leaf. I'll leave a link to her book down in the description box. It's called Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess. Now, whether you read it or not, this is what I'm telling you that you can take out of. She is a neuroscientist who has done lab researches all over her career, proving that you can take full control of your mind and your anxiety or depression, whatever it is, by changing the way you think over and over, and you create new neurological pathways in your brain that help you become another person altogether, improve mentally. And so when you start getting ideas here about what could happen, all the wrong things that could happen, calmly wind them down, take note, take your precautions, but then say, no, I'm not accepting triggers. And push these thoughts out of your mind. Now, here's the thing. Prepare for the worst, but really, believe me, pile number 2, expect the best. Train your brain to think the best. You've already prepared, right? Prepare, make sure you protect yourself, but don't constantly keep expecting the worst. Expect the best and train your brain to think this way. Now that you've prepared for it, tell yourself well, if this happens, then I'm going to do this and this and this. But nothing in the world is worth my peace of mind. Nothing in the world is worth making me feel afraid in life. Nothing. And so with this way, you reclaim your own truth. You reclaim your energy. You reclaim your power. And you start living a healthier, more powerful life. Knowing that you are only expecting the best. Preparing for the worst, but choosing to expect the best. And this is what we're seeing with the Queen of Pentacles here. And this energy is all about pampering yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first. And that is by taking life with ease, moving through it swiftly without being too afraid, knowing that the universe is there for you. Knowing, here with the Magician, it seems like you're a magical being. It seems like you can manifest things into your life that are big and amazing, and put your energy into that, creating that reality, attracting the right people to you, empowering yourself, attracting the right things to yourself rather than vibrating low. Believe me, pile number 2, when you succeed at overcoming your fears, you would have graduated from the toughest phase in your spiritual journey. That's when things change completely. Your whole reality changes. Congratulate yourself for it. And that's really done by training. It's in your hands. At least that's what Dr. Caroline Leaf is saying according to her lab tests. And choose you first. Choose to pick your thoughts. Choose not to be afraid. Choose to know that you'll be taken care of, that you'll be okay. And sometimes when we're in the dark, when things are unseen, we tend to expect the worst. And most often than not, the worst doesn't happen. And even when the worst happens, we are still taken care of. We're still able to handle it. It's not as bad as we think, and move along with it. And if the worst is going to happen, why live a nightmare until it does? So always prepare for the worst, and don't choose to think anything else other than the best. And you'll attract just that into your life. Pile number 2. And as you can see, You training yourself to do that here will really change your life altogether. With the Lovers here, I see you creating better bonds and healthier bonds with people, celebrating life, having a better bond with yourself, living at ease and at peace with love. And you come out of the shadow aspect here into the truth, into the light, into the right way of vibrating and living life. Pile number 2. It's like this truth will set you free. And that's really what you need here. And with this truth, you overcome these sort of blockages in your life that are attracting things to you that you don't want, attracting your fears, attracting the things you're worried about. Change your perspective, pile number 2, and your whole reality on the outside changes along with it. So pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I wish you all the best in your life, pile number 2. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you've chosen the Magician, and straight away I'm seeing that one of the main blockages in your life is that you haven't been using your manifestation powers. It seems to me, pile number 3, that you're a great manifester, whether you know it or not. You haven't been using it to transform your life or bring love, something along the sort. We'll find out exactly what it is and why this is creating blockages and how to overcome them. So to do that, we'll be using 2 oracle decks before we use your tarot. And so let's shuffle with intention. What are pile number 3's blockages in their life, and how can they overcome them, please? What are pile number 3's? Oh, thank you. The bridge. Interesting. Okay. So really, I'm seeing with the bridge archetype here, manifestation, making things happen so that you can receive them. Okay. I see pile number 3 here, that you're supposed to be creating something big, something, I want to say heroic, or something that will help change people's lives in some way. It's your path, it's your journey. You haven't started it. Look, pile number 3. This rainbow is reminding me of the Norse mythology, Bifrost, and that is a rainbow where this is the connection between earth and heavens. It's the transport medium for gods, and at the end, it's the gods like Odin and all the heroes that helped, the warriors, the great warriors and the heroes will be going along with this rainbow with all the gods. And so it seems like pile number 3, as you can see here with me, it seems like you have a big mission. You are supposed to be manifesting something amazing in your life and in other people's life. And I see blockages happening because they're meant to close all the doors so you open this one eventually. Pile number 3. It's like the universe is trying to make you see, ta-da, you know, it's just like the hands here. Let's see. Let's get more information about that. So we'll be using your other oracle card here, oracle deck here. Let's again shuffle with intention. Okay, I see 2 coming out. Manifest your true intentions. Oh, this is magical. Oh my God. I mean, this deck isn't even really about manifestations, mostly about checking our shadowy side and help fixing it. But look what you got. manifest your true intentions. You're supposed to manifest here. I told you you're a great manifester. Pile number 3. Enjoy heaven on earth. And you see, you have the rainbow here within you. And you overcome your blockage, pile number 3, by tuning in to your life mission. And it's really going to be helping you live your best life. And it's also, most importantly, going to help others as well live their best lives. Let's see what it says actually on the other side. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Pile number 3, this is reminding me of self-discipline. So you kind of want to perhaps embark on a journey that's full of freedom, that is aligned with your soul's mission, with your journey, and you want to do it. You're very masterful, by the way, very skillful with the magician appearing in your reading, but you're not doing anything about it. And so this is really all about being self-disciplined. Pile number 3. I'm so excited about your reading. Let's get more information here. So what are the blockages in pile number 3's life? And how can pile number 3 overcome these blockages? What are the blockages? Whoa, that was quick. So what I'm feeling, because these are a lot, is taking this one and this one. Let's shuffle one last time. What are the blockages in pile number 3's life, and how can they overcome them, please? All right, let's see. Pile number 3, you have the 4 of Thunder, which is the 4 of Swords. You have the Harvest of Stones, which is the King of Pentacles. A huge abundance here. Huge abundance awaits you, pile number 4. You're going to be doing something great. You see, this is the pathway with the gods. Wow. You have the 7 of Stones, building something slowly here. The 7 of Pentacles, being a little bit patient. Yeah, do you see? Patience while vibrating high. Beautiful patience. It's the sort of patience where you're building something, you know it's going to turn out to be amazing, and enjoying your journey as you do it. You do see how this balances out your chakras. Have a lot of rainbows in your reading. Unbelievable. From all the different decks. Did you see that? All right. It looks like you're going to be abundant. You're going to be unique, because also not only are the rainbows aligning with our main message of you being a hero here, you're creating a service or a product that will bridge two things together. Find a solution to a problem that people have. A great solution, mind you, that will help them overcome a certain gap that we tend to fall into. Maybe a behavior. Maybe you're going to be helping people overcome their bad behaviors, or their unhealthy, behaviors or habits. Maybe you're going to create a product that will help in technology with all these wires. I don't know. It's of course going to differ from one person to the other, but you will be helping humanity a lot. You have the Chariot. It's like, get moving. Pile number 3. Go get hunting. Go get it is what I'm seeing. What is this? The Seven of Wands, not being afraid, getting your act on fire. Yes, I'm seeing. Okay, let me finish first. The Root of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. And last but not least, you have, wow, the Magician. Did this card pop up in the 3 readings? You have the Magician. Did you notice that you have the Magician twice? Like, pile number 3. If this isn't a prompt for you to get up and start acting on your journey, I don't know what else is, really. I do see here the way you can start overcoming these blockages is by, with the Four of Swords, taking the time to think on your journey, on your mission, because you're on the rainbow, on thinking about what you're supposed to do. Get on it is the message. And I see you starting to plan for it, creating a to-do list, seeing what you're going to tackle first before what, creating a plan for your life that can accommodate this transition or you embarking on your life journey. But I do see with the Seven of Wands, taking it very serious, protecting your dreams, taking action no matter what is the message I'm seeing here. The message with the Seven of Wands that I'm seeing, doing what needs to get done, whether you feel like it or not, when you're supposed to do it. And that's exactly self-discipline here. Doing what needs to get done, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. And this is going to create great abundance for you. In fact, pile number 3, if you need help with this, I always say it. I believe productivity is part of manifestation, and this is why I wrote this book from my heart. If you want a very small productivity book that you won't procrastinate on reading, will not take up your time, has all the key secrets and tactics to becoming a productive person today, all while enjoying it, I do sell a productivity book, and you will find the link of that book down in the description box. It has all the information and the prices if you're interested. So pile number 3, I really do see here the idea as well of being patient, because this is showing me that perhaps you sometimes tend to start something, feel very passionate about it, and then maybe relax. So the second phase of your advice is to stick to it, because if you do, you will be manifesting big things I cannot even begin to imagine. You have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups centering your reading, which really shows me that you will be creating great abundance, perhaps a great empire that will be helping people, helping the world, helping humanity at large, dare I say that. And it's in conjunction with the Knight of Cups. It shows that it's something that is going to fill your heart. You're going to be very passionate about it, and you're going to pursue it, and you're going to feel very grateful that you went for it with force. It's like your future you will really be thanking you for getting up and taking action on it. Everyone really will be thanking you, whether they know about this or not. Because at the end of the day, you'll be giving truth to people, showing something or providing something that will be helping everyone. And make no mistake, pile number 3, you are a manifester. You are a great manifester. And this is not me saying this to you to encourage you. This is what your cards are saying. You are some sort of great manifester. Look at your cards. Manifest your true intentions. Unbelievable. And please heed the call, pile number 3. I think embarking on this journey where your true passion lies, where your heart lies, is really what's going to overcome the blockages in your life. It's like I'm really feeling like all doors are closed so that you can finally open this one. Pile number 3. You see, it's like you're climbing to your mountaintop where you're supposed to shine and be seen. So keep your word to yourself, pile number 3, and go out there and manifest this for yourself. Your biggest advice here, as you can see with your Chariot card, is go out there and go get it, pile number 3. I'm rooting for you. I wish you all the best of luck with this great manifestation, this great help for humanity that you're doing. All the best of luck with that, pile number 3. It was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.